Understand, because life is equal within each being, you are me as I am you. We are responsible for each other. That responsibility must be recognized. You cannot allow one to die in a war or in famine or in a system just because they have not adhered to the rules of consciousness or the rules of self-interest and self-awareness. You have to stop that as well, because it is you doing it. There is no excuse. And accordingly, hell is here. What is hell? Hell is that points that we have allowed to become real from our experience perspective, because we have denied the principle that life is equal within all. We have abused oneness in the name of consciousness and in the name of success and in the name of our self-awareness, our greater ascending self. Where the fuck are you going to send your ass to? Wherever you're going to go, you're going to face one thing. You have denied the realization, the principle that life is equal within all, and you have denied yourself from standing up and standing up as life for everyone. There is no excuse. I suggest that one consider forgiving yourself for every single point where you have denied yourself the insight, the realization, the common sense that life is equal within everyone. For that, forgiveness is a tool, because in that you give yourself freedom from your delusion. Only you are responsible for yourself. Within that, you can test yourself in your actions, that you are self-honest and that you are actually recognizing life equally in everything, in every single breath. That is the point of self-honesty. That requires common sense. I mean, am I willing to exist as every single form equally an expression as life, no matter where it exists? Am I willing to be the slaughter animal that is kept in a factory farm? Am I willing to recognize myself equally as that expression as life? Is that who I am? Am I willing to accept that as my expression as life? Or do I stop this abuse of myself in other forms? Do we know where it will take us? Obviously not. We've never walked this path. Otherwise we wouldn't have been where we are now. That's common sense. So therefore we want to develop common sense and walk the path of hell. The hell of what we have already created. It's not going to go away. We're going to have to stop it as ourselves, equal and one as life. There is no other way. There is no way but to face what we have allowed, so that we may remember for eternity what it means to deny life. And in the depth of our pain and despair, as hell emerges, let's remember, we did this to ourselves. And unless we stand in every breath equally as life, for all, on behalf of those that cannot stand for themselves yet until they can stand, if we don't do that, we will simply never be real. Everything we'll ever do will not be real. Our self-awareness will simply disappear at death. This is self-realization. To realize what it is to be real as life, equally within all, as one. This is equality and oneness. This is the destiny of the universe. This is the end of money as we know it, is the end of education as we know it, is the end of government as we know it, the end of war, the end of religion, the end of domination, the end of manipulation, the end of abuse. Because all of that is done in our self-awareness as our attempt to control each other and protect each other from each other. But none of that is even real, because none of that is based in life. All of that is based in programmed realities, based on ideas and concepts of personality. All of that cannot even transcend death. It is useless. All knowledge is useless.